Hello. Let's fast forward 100 years. Imagine the year 2126. A fourth or fifth generation descendant of yours, perhaps living here in Canada or anywhere across the globe, is searching for their history. What image of us, the current generation, will they truly encounter? We often rely on the old adage that history belongs to the victors, diligently compiling records of financial triumphs and organizational successes. But if all we leave behind are glossy photos of our achievements, we risk handing our descendants a cruel tool of oblivion. The history they desperately need is not the myth of how we succeeded, but the textbook of how we endured. Think about the worn-out work boots we should be preserving, not just the polished trophies. We need to document the nights spent battling language barriers, the tears shed from betrayal, and the fierce will that forced us to open our shop doors before dawn. These records of failure and frustration, far more than stories of prestige, become indispensable signposts guiding future generations on how to survive and navigate an unfamiliar world. When we look at other communities who have established deep roots here, the Japanese-Canadian internment history displayed fearlessly in Vancouver's Nikkei National Museum, or the documentation of the head tax and railway hardship at the Chinese-Canadian Museum, we see the true power of documented history. These groups transformed painful persecution into a foundational claim to Canadian identity. They present a title deed to mainstream society, declaring, "We survived here in this specific way, therefore we belong here." In contrast, when unrecorded memories vanish with the passing of our first generation, it's not just the death of an individual, it is the silent evaporation of an entire era. This makes the immediate establishment of a system to archive our immigration history an urgent cultural duty. This isn't just about constructing a building, it's about collecting scattered materials, recording the oral histories of our elders, and creating digital platforms that capture our unique regional narratives. We must stop viewing this as welfare for the diaspora, and instead recognize it as a strategic investment that expands South Korea's cultural territory and establishes the core of a robust global network. Our legacy isn't sealed by the wealth we accumulated, but by the wisdom we documented. We must strive to be remembered not merely as ancestors who worked hard, but as thoughtful forebears who maintained their dignity even amidst failures and thoughtfully left that essential wisdom recorded for their descendants. History grants eternal life only to those who make the effort to record it. You can view the full article on our website or listen to the full podcast on YouTube.